Today, guys, we're going to look at current NBA superstar players that develop into what they are this year despite previous years playing at a star or lower level. Compared to guys like Luka, LeBron James, and KD, they already came to the league with superstar-ready talent ready to play from day one. But these players that I am about to mention did not have a Hall of Fame start to their career, but instead worked hard every day and turned themselves into solidified superstars in today's league. So let's check it out. Standing at number 4, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, aka SGA, who we now know as one of the most terrorizing guards that we have coming up in the league. It's crazy, that man could literally take over a game any night and give you 30 any night. But before my boy was giving him high scoring games every night, he had to work his way up to superstardom. As a rookie in 2018 through 19, SGA played in all 82 games for the Los Angeles Clippers, averaging just under 11 points, dishing out 3 assists, and shot the ball at a 47 field goal percentage. After his rookie season, by no means were anybody speaking of SGA as a future superstar in the league, but the Clippers liked him and wanted to keep him as a starting point guard for the years to come. Well, I thought they would. That was until the Clippers were involved in the 2 biggest offseason moves in the recent NBA history. The Clippers ended up signing Kawhi Leonard in the offseason and traded for Paul George from OKC in a huge exchange. OKC picked up SGA and a plethora of draft picks. Fast forward into 2021, after coming off 19 and 23-point seasons, SGA shook people's heads in the NBA, averaging just under 25, 5, and 5, with multiple huge 30-plus games. The only knock on SGA's career is that he's playing on a bad OKC team. Ever since PG and Russ left, it's like them boys just been in straight rebuild mode. But with SGA as the face of the franchise, OKC Thunder is going to be good in the years to come. On the 2022, SGA became a straight up matchup nightmare, man. Averaging 30 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, and 5.6 assists. Even though he's shooting at just about 45%, it looked like OKC Thunder is coming together as one. They won 20 games this season and is currently 11th in the Western Conference, which means they are 1 game in from the play-in. What makes it even more crazy is that Golden State is sitting in the 6th seed with 21 wins, and the Mavericks is sitting at the 5th seed with 24. Even though it's early to say who's going to make the playoffs on the West, there are no safe spots on the West side. There are no safe spots. Me personally, I honestly don't think OKC is going to get out the play-in. I believe they'll make the play-in. Worst case scenario, they're going to make the 8th seed, but that's it. To conclude this, SGA is one of them, man. Don't play with that bad before he drop 40 on your head. Coming in at number 3, we got that Finland demon, Lauri Markkanen. Lauri was drafted 7th overall in the 2017 NBA draft. On draft night, he was sent to Chicago with Zach LaVine for an exchange for Jimmy Butler. As a rookie in Markkanen's very first game, he dropped 17 points. He then set a record for scoring the most 3-point shots in the player's first 3 games. I'm talking about Brody came out gunning in his first couple of NBA games. Markkanen averaged about 15.2 and 7.5 rebounds his first year, already getting a step on the league, and showed that he can be a decent forward in the NBA for the years to come. In 2018, Lauri played a team-high 32.3 minutes in his Chicago years and averaged 18 and 9. In the year 2020, Lauri only averaged 13.6, shooting 48% from the field and only bringing in 5 boards. In the mid-season of 2020, Chicago Bulls added Daniel Theis and Nikola Vucevic to solidify the front court. With that happening right there, my boy Markkanen lost the starting role for the rest of the year. Markkanen was playing limited time and they moved my boy to the 3. In 2021, he was shipped off to the Cavaliers and only stayed a year, averaging about 14 and 5, shooting 44% from the field. No cap, at this point in Markkanen's career, he was a good second option at best. That was until September 21st, 2022. Lauri Markkanen was traded to the Utah Jazz. Cavaliers sent Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, rookie Ochai Agbaji, 3 first-round draft picks, and 2 pick swaps for Donovan Mitchell. Every time I hear about that trade, I just think about how dumb that was for the Cavs, dog. Don't get me wrong, D. Mitch is a good piece, and that boy is putting up crazy numbers right now. But to give up 3 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, 2 damn near, 2, I ain't gonna lie. I would say damn near, but them boys damn near is all-star. Lauri Markkanen for sure an all-star. Colin Sexton, he could be there, and he showed that he could do that. But Lauri Markkanen, that boy is for sure an all-star. Since day one marketing stepped in that Jazz building, he proved why he was him. Initially, everybody thought he wasn't going to be the long-term piece for the Jazz because they looked to be in rebuild mode after trading D. Mitch and Rudy Gobert. As of January 14, 2023, Lloyd Marketing is averaging 24.6 points, 8.6 rebounds, and shooting the ball at a 52% from the field. In my opinion, that man dominating out there right now. Despite the team he's on, I like that boy to be an all-star this year. And he for sure developed into a superstar this year. Coming in at number 2, we got Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. Siakam was drafted 27th overall in the 2016 NBA draft. Pascal got off to a rough start in his career, averaging about 14.2 points, playing 15.6 minutes in his first year, and scoring 7.3 points on 20.7 minutes in his second year. During this time, he spent a lot of time with the Raptors D-League team. Here's some of Siakam's accolades playing inside the D-League. In 2016, Raptors and Siakam's D-League team won the D-League championship. Not only did he come out with the D-League ring, he won the D-League Finals MVP and averaged about 18.2 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 2.66 a game. Siakam proved to NBA scouts he ran on a great motor and had a lot of natural talent. He also had a lot of room to fill in his game. For these next couple of years, Siakam hit the gym and got in his bag, bro. That man got in his Duffy, improving his numbers in every single category each year. Other than his offensive game, Siakam is a dog on the defensive side of the ball. He could and shows night to night he's one of the best defenders guarding all 5 positions. In year 3, Siakam averaged 17, 7, and 3. And he gained everybody's attention in the NBA Finals, being the main contributor to his team winning that year. That same season, Siakam was named the NBA's most improved player. And at that point in his career, Siakam went from a raw prospect to a certified NBA star on the winning team. He also can guard your best player and score willingly. In the 2019 through 20 NBA season, Siakam became Raptors' official #1 option after Kawhi Leonard signed to the Clippers. Siakam did not look back since, averaging more points than last year at 22, playing about 11 more minutes at 32, shooting the ball a little worse, but when you're the team's #1 option, you're taking the most shots, so the field goal percentage evens out. Fast forward into 2022, Pascal Siakam's already an NBA star, but that's it. He's just a good NBA star. Pascal started off the 2022 NBA season on a mission though. On Friday, October 21st, he posted up 37 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists on the loss to Brooklyn, but he wasn't done yet. Monday, October 31st, he scored 31 points on 66.7% from the 3 with 12 boards and 6 assists. These are just some of the few great games he started with this season. This season, Pascal is averaging a career best 26.1 points, a career best 6.4 assists, and 8.3 rebounds. Pascal definitely took that step into superstardom, and the NBA better be ready because he coming with 100% effort and energy every single night. And if you can't match that, he will run you over. We finally reached #1, man. Shit about to get spicy. Coming in at #1, we have Jaylen Brown, aka JB. His rookie year didn't play as much. His second year, he was a 3-and-D player. Third year, moved to the bench. Fourth year, played aside JT, Gordon, and Kemba. Fifth year, stepped into the authority of scoring. Sixth year, combination of everything. And in his 7th year, he put it all together. In the 2016 NBA draft, my favorite team in franchise, Boston Celtics, drafted Jaylen Brown 3rd overall. And with JB coming into a situation where the players around him were already pretty solid, minutes for him were hard to come by. JB was 8th in the rotation and only played 17.2 minutes per game in his rookie season. I'm talking about Brody struggled to get minutes against IT, Avery Bradley, Amir Johnson, Dre Crowder. Come on now. I know my boy was a rookie that year, but you can't tell me there's anybody more talented than him on that roster that year. That's crazy. In his rookie season, JB averaged 6.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.8 assists. He finished 8th in the Rookie of the Year voting. In his second year, he increased his minutes from 17 to 30, and despite still it being hard to find minutes in the starting role, JB still averaged 14.5 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and shooting 46.5% from the field. JB showed that he worked hard in the offseason, improving in every single category from his rookie year. This Boston Celtics team put up a 55-27 record and were the second best in the East. But just only 9 days before the 2018 NBA playoffs, Celtics superstar and leader Kyrie Irving suffered a season-ending knee injury. As a Celtics fan, that shit hurt the heart, G. At the time, it was like, damn, our leader gone right before the playoffs, man. What? But Jaylen Brown, he was up now. The Boston gave him an opportunity to have a main role on the biggest stage. JB broke out that first round shooting 20 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 1.56 assists, and shooting 48% from the field. JB got injured game 7 with a hamstring injury, but his team held it down for him and won the series. In round 2, JB missed the first game against Philly, but when he was on the court, he averaged 15.3 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and shot the ball 53%. In the next round, he again went crazy, scoring 19.7 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 44% from the field. That run in the playoffs he had in his second year boosted up his confidence as a player. In 2019 through 20, JB averaged 20.3 points, 6.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and shot 48% from the field. This was the year JB solidified himself as one of the better young NBA players in the league. During that year's NBA playoffs and the bubbles, he really showed off his two-way ability and helped to take his team to the Eastern Conference Finals but lost to the Heat. In the 2020 through 21 season, Jaylen Brown took a huge leap in his game. He really broke out as one of the top 20 through 30 players in the league, averaging 24.7 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 3.4 assists. But sadly lost to the Brooklyn in the playoffs in 5 games. In 2021 through 22, the Celtics got off to a rough start in the year, but caught fire, having a 33-10 run to end the season. JB averaged 23.6 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Him and Tatum led the Celtics to the NBA Finals that year, where they faced the Golden State Warriors. While Tatum disappeared in arguably the 2 most important final games, well, JB, he shined, and he did that a lot in his postseason. Celtics ended up losing in Game 6, and what was another good season for JB, he still needed work. He still wanted to improve. He still was hungry. And this current year's 2022 through 2023 season, JB's 7th year, 40 games in, he's averaged career numbers all around. Career best 35.5 minutes per game, career best 27.1 points per game, career best 7.1 rebounds per game, and a career best 49.8 field goal percentage. The man is absolutely playing out his mind this year, and it translates to winning. His team is 32-12 and currently number 1 in the East. With that 1-2 punch with JB and JT, it's showing that the league can't handle both of them. And on top of that, the Celtics are just as well established. It's mid-season, about to be the All-Star break in the NBA, and the way JB's playing, there's no way I can't add him on this list. JB for sure broke into superstardom this year. Subtract the shit, all the nigga know is added up. Won't catch a nigga sipping for no hoe, even if she bad as fuck.